Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we're trying some brand new makeup that I am very excited about. I'm gonna tell you the two things I'm most excited about in this video, and they are the new Anastasia brow pencils. I have every single shade so I can swatch them for you, but I will of course also tell you which ones are the colors I am keeping for myself. These new mechanical pencils from Anastasia are called the Archie Brow Pencils, and you'll see I find the packaging very interesting and hopefully they work as well as I think they will. We also have, and this is very exciting, we have every single shade of the Kiss Shaper lip liner from YSL, which means I can try every single shade for you in today's video, and that way you guys can decide which lip liner to go to if you're interested in this release. And then we also have some new blushes from Bare Minerals and a brand new Rare Beauty eyeshadow palette that is exclusively available at Ulta. When it comes to eyeshadow palette and Rare Beauty, I've never been the biggest fan of eyeshadows they've released in the past, so hopefully, even though this is a pretty basic color story, formulation is good. That is what I am going to look forward to with this one. I also have two different color liquid eyeliners from Rare Beauty, one black and one brown. I'm thinking I'll do the brown one since that one is different. And they also released a brown version of their incredible mascara. I believe, oh no, just kidding. One more thing, Hong Bango. I got this sent in PR from Hong Bango. These are the new glossy lip hues from the brand, and I have three different colors to share with you. That's everything new we're trying in today's video. As you can see, I have my makeup half done. I did go on with my Rare Beauty eyebrow gel and lifted my brow so I can fill them in with the pencil, and then I have foundation, concealer on, a little bit of setting powder, and contour. The foundation I'm using, by the way, I think it looks great, and I have really bad rosacea breakouts on this cheek. You can see all the texture it's created right there, and I feel like this foundation is concealing it fairly well. This isn't a new foundation by any means, but I don't often use it because I always have to combine my shades. But I've been out during every single day of sunshine we've had so far because Evelyn loves to play outside. And so I feel like I can confidently use my summer color in this foundation. It is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation, and I'm using shade 310, which usually is too dark for me, so I have to combine it with something else. Full disclosure, it matches my face perfectly, but I had to bronze up my shoulders because I'm always wearing a t-shirt, and so my shoulders were pale. As per usual, I have every single product we are trying today and everything I am wearing on my face linked in the description box down below. I might have some of the items linked in the video through YouTube shopping as well. So if there's anything you're interested in, definitely check it out, and let's go ahead and get started. First things first, let's talk about this new Anastasia Archie Brow Pencil because I am very curious about this one. The first thing I thought was, weird, it does not have a cap, because it did not come with a cap. And then I thought this was supposed to be a very thin pencil, and it looks like that hole is pretty thick. Well, it turns out, let me see if I can capture this really well on the camera. Check it out right there. You pull it up and something smaller pops up, and then you click it forward. There it is, and that is how tiny this little thin pencil is. So it's quite wide. I don't think it's meant to be used the wide way because I feel like that could make it break very easily, but it's like an extremely thin little line. So I'm excited to try this one. The color I pulled up is the color Soft Brown, so I'll go ahead and show you that one. It's pretty pigmented. That right there is Soft Brown. I'm going to do the light colors first. This one right here is Taupe. This one is Blonde. This is Caramel right there. This next one is Chocolate right there, the chocolate, and Medium Brown. Dark Brown, which is most likely going to be one of the ones I end up keeping, although I might also keep Medium Brown. Ebony, also keeping that one. And then last but not least, Granite, which is black basically. Check it out right there. So those are all of the different colors of these new Anastasia brow pencils, and now I'm going to get you guys closer so you can see up close what it does on my eyebrows. I'm going to start by filling in some of the gaps in the middle here. And I'm using the dark brown pencil. I had a little tiny crumble here. Usually when it comes to thin pencils, I do have an issue with them crumbling on me. And it's because my brow hairs are coarse. You can see the tip of it came off right there, but it's honestly not a big deal because there's still a lot left that we can use. I'm going to try to be more careful with it. And these are going to be really nice, I think, to underline your brow and fill in just like so, because you can create a really nice edge with this flat part. Check it out. I think it looks very, very natural. So far, so good. I quite like it. Let me do the same thing on the other side. I like that they're pretty pigmented, so you don't have to go over what you're doing a bunch of times. It pretty quickly fills in what you're trying to do. It also doesn't give you super defined brush strokes like the brow pen does, but it still looks very natural and you can very easily follow like the direction of your hairs for a nice natural look. And by the way, they're so pigmented you can totally use them sideways, because I just did up here just to fill in a bit and I didn't actually have any issues with it breaking, so that's amazing. Check it out. Those are the eyebrows fully filled. I'm pretty happy with the way that these work. And by the way, after you are done using them, the reason they didn't come with a cap at all is you can retract them and it goes down into the little hole it came from right there, which is great because that way it won't break if you carry it with you in a travel bag or whatever. Very impressed with these brow pencils from Anastasia. Really like them. Have no complaints about them. That is a 10 out of 10 for me. So let's move on to the Rare Beauty eyeshadow palette. This one, as I said, is exclusively at ULTA. Let me look up the price. This retails for $30 and don't let it fool you size-wise because I thought it was pretty small, but I just checked out the size of the shades back here and each shade is more than 1 gram, so it's pretty standard sizing like Natasha Denona shadows in her midi palettes are 1 gram each. These are slightly more than that, but a very similar size is what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to do any crazy eyeshadow look with this one because, well, first of all, it's a pretty natural color story, but also because I want to try on all of the different color lip liners, which I'm very excited about, so I want to keep it nice and neutral. I'm going to start with a fluffy brush. This one is the A11 from the Ariel collection, and I'm going to use this taupey color here. And with it, I'm going to define and warm up a bit the crease of the eye. One of my best friends is getting married tomorrow, and we are, of course, attending the wedding, and I wanted to ask you guys if you guys would want a wedding guests makeup tutorial, because I feel like that would be fun. To intensify things slightly, I'm going to mix both of these because I don't want it to be as dark as this very dark brown. So I'm going to add a bit of the gray as well and see what comes out of that mixture. And whatever that mixture is, I'm going to add on the outer third of my crease here. That looks really nice. It's like a taupey mid-tone brown and then very lightly blended into the crease color, just like so. That looks nice. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm tapping twice on the gray, once on the brown, and then doing teeny tiny little circles on the outermost corner of my eyelid. Check it out. I don't want it to be any darker than it already is, and I'm going to go in with this rose gold shimmer shade in the center of the eyelid, just like that. The eyeshadow palette is good, by the way, and the quality of the shadows is quite nice as well. Now, I feel like Rare Beauty usually comes out with like nice, exciting and innovative products in a lot of other makeup categories, and when it comes to their eyeshadow palette creation, they've always been kind of basic. Not knocking it at all. It has wonderful quality. The eyeshadows are blending beautifully. It's not an overly expensive palette. It has beautiful packaging, very sturdy, good for travel for sure. And it does have a very basic color story that will work for a lot of different occasions. Now, its downfall, in my opinion, is simply the fact that we all have these eyeshadows in our collection already. I'm adding a teeny tiny bit of the dark brown, very diffused, underneath the eye. And then I'm going for the lightest shimmer shade with a Refer number 2. And I'm adding it on the innermost corner of the eye and inwards a bit. Taupe eyeliner from Natasha Denona for the waterline, just like this. It's so hard to do this without opening your mouth. And then I'm going to use the Perfect Strokes liquid eyeliner from Rare Beauty, which now has a brown shade. And the brown shade is precisely what I want to use. Here's the swatch of it. And here's the swatch of the black one. These have a really nice brush tip applicator, which is going to give me a lot of control when it comes to creating my wing. If you have hooded eyes, you have to do your wings with your eyes open because that's the only way you're going to be able to get the tips right. And then you fill in that whole gap right there. And I'm only going to do half a wing. Check them out. I actually really like the way they came out. Here's how they look like with the eyes open. See how a lot of it gets hidden by my hood back here? And then here with the eyes closed, or when you blink or whatever, that's what they look like. In continuing with the theme of the new brown things Rare Beauty came out with, we are also going to do the brown mascara because why not? And the Rare Beauty mascara, needless to say, I have loved forever. I've had several of her black ones. I'm going to put on mascara and I'll be back to start trying on these Kiss Shaper lip liners from YSL, which have me very excited. Back with my brown mascara from Rare Beauty fully applied, and this is the finished eye look. I also changed the waterline color a bit because taupe was looking too cool tone, especially because the mascara is like a warmish kind of brown shade. And so I added the eyeliner Cocoa from Laura Mercier on top of taupe to get it a bit more warm in there, and I loved the effect that it gave my eyes. I was debating going straight for the lip liners next or if I should put blush on first, and I'm going to put on blush first. The new blushes I wanted to show you today were these right here from Bare Minerals. They're called the Bare Minerals Gen Nude 2-in-1 Cheek and Lip Sticks. This is what their packaging looks like, and then once you open them, they're like a twist up stick. And I went ahead and swatched all 5 colors to show you what they look like. This one here is called Call My Blush. The second one is called Just Peachy, Bury Me in Merlot, Break It On, and then Bare Necessity. I thought I was going to go for Bare Necessity, but I'm actually going to use Call My Blush because this one is much darker than I thought it would be. So this is the color I'm going to use on my cheeks, Call My Blush. And instead of applying it straight on, because I have so much texture on my cheeks today and I want to try and avoid to bring more attention to it, I'm going to go on with a brush instead. This is a Sigma soft angled cheek brush, and start applying it lightly from the top of the cheekbone a little bit into my temple, and then just sort of keep it back here and tap it everywhere I want it on the high points of my cheekbone. This is what it looks like here. I don't think this is going to become a new favorite blush of mine because I have texture and I think it does enhance it a bit, and so it's just a tiny bit too glowy for me. If you don't have a problem with glowy blushes, then it's nice, but I do, unfortunately, because my rosacea gives me those annoying bumps and I rather not enhance them, you know. I'm going to add a little powder over it so that it doesn't bother me too much. And now it is time to try the YSL Kiss Shaper lip liners. I'm going to back you guys off a little, and here are all 10 of the new YSL lip liners out of their box. Here's what their packaging looks like. It's just a nice wooden pencil with hopefully a really nice formula. We'll see, I'll let you know about that. And these retail for $29 each. I'm going to start with this shade. This is shade 104. I'll tell you right now, these are very nice and creamy. Here's what it looks like on its own. And then you know how I always tell you guys that the YSL Candy Glaze in shade 02 will turn any lip liner into a lipstick of that shade. I'm gonna prove it to you with this video. I'm going to add my clear lip balm right to the center of the lip. And this is shade 102 with Candy Glaze 02, which is their clear one over top. See how it turned it into a glossy, balmy lipstick? I love it. By the way, I thought I wasn't going to like this color, but I don't dislike it. It's really nice. Next, we're trying shade 106. Here is 106 fully applied. I like it a lot more than I thought I would. I'm going to once again show you it on its own and then pair it with 02, and it becomes the perfect gradient lipstick. Next, I'm trying a YSL Iconic shade, which is shade 44. They always have a shade 44 in every formula of things they do, including blushes, but it doesn't often look quite the same. Sometimes it's more of a moody pink. This is very light in comparison to what I was thinking it would be. Here it is. This is shade 44 all over. And once again, mixed with Candy Glaze in 02. And this might be the first time in history mystery that I don't like this over something. Shade 1 next. This one looks extremely close to my natural lip color. Here's what it looks like on its own. I love this color. And then here it is with a little bit of candy glaze over top. I love this color and I think it looks very natural on me. I think the reason I didn't like it with the shade 44, which was such a light pink color, is because these always mixes in and it makes things like a teeny tiny bit lighter in the center, and that shade was already so light that it was a bit shocking to me to make that very light pink even lighter. But maybe it'll look really good on someone with a fair complexion. Let's do a dark one next. This is shade 110. I have to be careful with this one. I was so careful applying this one because with a clear shade in the middle, I don't know what this is going to look like. I'm going to fill it in a bit right there. Here's what it looks like on its own. Did not think I would like it at all, but it looks nice, doesn't it? Let's see what candy glaze does to it. I'm really getting in there. That looks so good. And I can blend down this edge with my finger a bit. That honestly looks so fun. Wow. Another dark one, shade 107 next. Being careful with it as well, although the other one was definitely more scary. And filling in the edges. Here is shade 107 on its own. And what it looks like with candy glaze over top. Looks nice, but definitely not as exciting as the very deep shade. Shade 109 next. This one looks like a warm brown color. I don't think this will be my favorite. Here's what it looks like on its own. And then mixed with candy glaze. Honestly, much better once you mix it. I no longer hate it. 108 looks very similar to what I just tried, but a little lighter. Here's what it looks like on its own. And here it is with the gloss balm on top. Next shade is 102, which seems like a neutral mid-tone brown. I really like this shade. 102 is quite lovely. And here it is with candy glaze. I love it. Last but not least, shade 103, and I was leaving it for last because I thought I would really love this one. It's got a perfect mauve tone, very close to the color of my lips, yet it defines them a bit. And here it is combined with candy glaze. These right here are definitely my 4 favorite shades. The most unexpected one was that very deep color, 106. Then I really loved 102, which was that beautiful neutral mid-tone brown. Shade 1, which is very similar to the color of my lips. And the one I'm wearing right now, which is shade 103, it's just a hair darker and it defines them beautifully. So these 4 right here are my top favorite out of everything I tried. Which ones did you guys like the best? I honestly wish I could keep this lip for the rest of the video because I love it and also because my lips are on fire. But I did say I was going to try the new Hung Van Gogh lip balms. So let's go ahead and do that. These, by the way, my first impressions is they're huge. Let me show you in comparison to Ole Henriksen. Here's an Ole Henriksen lip balm, and then here is the Hung Van Gogh lip balm next to it. They're massive. They have a really fun applicator. This is shade 88. Swatching it right here. Shade Nothing to Lose. A smidge darker, beautiful rosy tone. And these are very shiny. And then shade Bilingual, which is more pink. And here is what it looks like. I'm leaving the tiniest bit of lip liner around to have more defined lips. My lips are super red in comparison to my natural lip color anyways. So it's not like we're trying these on a clear base. But here's shade Bilingual. Beautiful rosy tone and they feel delicious. Wipe my lips off again. Here's shade Nothing to Lose. I want to try them all now. Nothing to Lose and 88. I have to get used to the packaging. I don't know when to stop pressing. And see, I just got way too much on. That is shade 88 and I am not changing my lipstick anymore in this video. I believe that's everything I wanted to try. Pretty much everything I tried today I really liked. The Rare Beauty eyeshadow, while basic, performed very nicely. The eyeliner and mascara are fantastic. The blush was the only thing that I didn't care too much about. When it comes to the YSL lip liners, I love them. They are super creamy to apply. They have a very beautiful beautiful, luxurious, buildable formula. Definitely try them out if you're interested. The Anastasia eyebrow pencil is, as I said, a 10 out of 10, and these Hung Vungo gloss bombs feel incredible on the lips. So that is it from me today. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Before you leave, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.